About to call Sammy. I'm so excited right now.
Can't hide it?
Just can't hide it. Alright, put this right here. There we go. Hey Jared, how you doing?
Good. How you doing today?
Good. You are live with the folks here at Vintage Breaks,
Fantastic. Welcome, everybody.
and we are excited to see this what do you call it presentation. So you're connected to my computer. You can go ahead and whatever tab you want to use is fine.
Okay.
And as soon as you're ready, I'll make it live on our screen.
Sounds good. So when I say I'm ready, I will visit the web address right now. So we have a very special link that everybody's going to be using for this. The website is gemmint.com/vintage breaks.
Sammy, you want to put that in the chat, please?
And so
VintageBreaks.com.
what is that I am a large submitter for PSA. PSA, as everybody knows, is extremely swamped right now, so they much prefer accounts that can provide the large orders instead of lots of small orders, and obviously everything in the correct paperwork and the correct order and as minimal problems as possible. So PSA has been going down the path of trying to work with bulk submitters to make sure that everybody is solid that's doing it, and they recently announced their new bulk submission portal on their own website. We're happy that we are one of the companies that PSA is pushing. On the portal, we'll be listed as Wax Pack Nation, because Wax Pack Nation is the owner and brand of Gem Mint, but that will be us. And so what I'm going to show you today is our online system where you can view all of your cards, submit your cards for grading. I believe we are the only organization that is currently providing this, and it really does change the game when it comes to understanding what's happening with your cards, understanding time frames, and just trying to get clear visibility to everything regarding your collection. So everything right now is integrated with Facebook. We are going to be integrating with other services in the future, but super simple. I'm sure almost everybody out there, if not everybody out there, has a Facebook account, even if not used. So all you do is click continue with Facebook, and then it should immediately log you into your account. When it logs you into your account, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to just expand this a little bit so it's a little bit easier to see. Does that work for you, John?
Yeah.
So when you log into your account, you're going to see all of your open orders, which are listed right here. You will see the order number, what the estimated time frame is right now, when it was last updated either by Gem Mint or by PSA, how many items are in the submission, what the submission level is, the step number, and then the status of the order. So from this screen, you'll also see kind of what we're listing as estimated dates. These estimated dates are based on our internal algorithm of seeing how long packages are typically taking to be opened at PSA, how long it's taking them to be graded at PSA, and the return process. So for anybody that is either using myself or any other organization, these should be, they're close. I mean, they're not perfect by any means, but some orders obviously can finish early, some orders are going to finish late, but that should be pretty good. So we'll go through the entire process. Super simple to submit any cards to us. The first thing after you log in, you will see a submission form, and that submission form is just an Excel template. It's a really easy Excel template. I'm going to click it. I don't know if John has Excel on his computer. It looks like he does.
Yeah. I mean, let me try to drag it though, real quick.
Okay.
Did it open? It did not open. I won't be able to show it on screen though.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like it opened, but that's fine. So The submission form, super simple though. All it's asking for is some basic information about the product, the year, the card number, the description as best you know it. Don't get too hung up on if you don't know the exact variation. If you know it, feel free to provide it. If not, we'll figure it out for you. Once you have the form filled out, you mail your cards into us, and we will take care of everything else. So this portal is kind of your one-stop shop for everything. Besides listing your orders, you can also go into the About You, and you can list out what your name and address is, and the important details about your account. So the first most important thing is something that PSA themselves does not provide, is that not only can you visit the portal to get your updates, you can get all of your updates through text messages as well.
Sure.
So the system will send you out text messages every single time there's an update to your order.
And Jared, let me pause real quick.
Sure.
So our clients are asking, will Vintage Breaks send out our cards, or do we send it out to you? So basically, guys, anything that breaks live on our channel, if you want to get graded, we will go ahead and send it out to Jared from here. However, if you have cards at home that you want to get graded, you can send it out straight to Jared. So Jared, basically, we have the link. You guys can go on it, create an account, as Jared was saying, and then he'll take it from there. But Jared, am I correct? That's how we're going to work this out?
That is correct.
Okay. Yep, there you go, guys. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So within the preferences here, you'll notice that it's asking for your time zone. The reason for that time zone is simply, if you get an update, PSA is at Pacific time. If you're living in Eastern time, you don't really want to get a text message at midnight. So we'll adhere to that and ensure that, we're not going to ever text you too late at night. You'll just get the text the next morning. There are times where we'll see really nice cards. We really don't want to share your winnings if you don't want us to. So we'll just ask you if we can ever share them. We don't share very often, but some of you might have seen that there was a nice LeBron James Topps Chrome rookie the other day that hit a 10. So we shared that, and the only Louis Robert super short print went through us as well. So those kind of things we'll share on occasion. And then last thing, we're asking, here you can update your eBay, Instagram, and Twitter names. We're not currently using them for anything, but we do have some plans in the future for how we can better promote you. So we're asking if we can promote that stuff as well.
That's cool.
Again, these are all optional services, and you do not have to enable them if you do not want to. The address listed here, it's listed as me because, it's kind of a test account. But the address listed here is the information that we would use to ship packages back to you. So there's nothing you have to do on the form when you submit us cards. The form is actually tied to you, so when you open up the form, we already know who you are. Your name is already on that form. It's not a generic form. It's not something that you should email back and forth to each other. It has your name and your customer number on it purposely so we can always tie your cards back to you. So we don't have to worry about if you forgot to put your own name on the cards, or if you go buy something different on Facebook or Google or whatever. So this will be the address that we ship back cards to. In the future, we will allow you to split an order amongst multiple addresses. We do not currently have that as an option, but it will be added sometime later in October. So another feature that PSA does not offer today, but we will be offering it in the near future.
That's cool.
So when you mail the package to us, and you can submit cards to us through top loaders or card savers. We always prefer card savers because they do ship a lot safer. But if you don't have card savers, you can use top loaders. We will move your cards from the top loader to the card saver. We understand that PSA currently is taking top loaders because of the limited supply in the market, but that is a temporary thing, and as I do find it safer and I want to keep your cards as safe as possible, everything I ship to PSA will always be in card savers. I have plenty, no worries.
Jared, a quick question for you. If somebody has a question in regards to does PSA grade this type of card, they could just email you directly, correct?
Yes, they can.
Okay, because some cards,
Yeah.
they're too thick or they don't have the right size for holders. So people may want to know, may want to ask before they ship
Sure.
it out.
Yeah, so my email address is psa@waxpack.com. So it's psa at waxpack and .com. And you can email any questions on that. PSA really accepts everything at this point. They have a holder for literally everything. The only thing they do not accept is they don't accept booklets. But from a thickness perspective, there's no thickness of a card that they do not accept that I'm aware of. I've never had one I can say no, we can't do anything for this one card.
Okay, so booklets not allowed. Got it.
Yeah, Beckett will do booklets, but PSA does not. They're very tough to grade, and I'm not exactly sure how Beckett does it either.
Okay.
All right. So moving on, when you ship your package, the first step of the puzzle, not required, but definitely an option that we recommend, is that you can go here to package update, and when you go into the package update system, then you can add in your tracking number to let us know that the package is incoming to us. So we'll just enter in any random package number. It doesn't really matter what it is. We will hit submit to that. And once it shows on the screen, it's a little delayed on my side on the YouTube. But so once you've entered that in, this barcode will always be attached to you. At the point that we receive the package, okay, so we have a delivery of the package, obviously, where USPS or FedEx or UPS, we accept every shipment method, where they deliver the package. But then there's a separate process where we scan all our packages in so we know what we've received. So at that point of our receiving, this will update to say that we've received it. And if you have your text messages enabled, you will also get a text message letting you know that we have received that package. So very helpful, always keeps you in the know that we have your package. Most of the time we scan the packages within a few hours of the actual delivery. Carriers deliver all throughout the day, so instead of doing it as they arrive, we usually do them all at the same time.
Okay, and is it Monday through Friday delivery only, or do you do Saturdays as well?
We do Saturday delivery as well.
Okay, great. So I suggest to everyone adding a signature confirmation, if possible. Right, Jared?
Yeah, that's a tough thing right now. Normally I would have said yes, but with COVID, the reality is that it's kind of thrown in because the carriers are not actually taking your signature.
Okay.
The drivers most of the time are just signing it themselves when they drop off the package and they're walking away. So you can absolutely do it, and I'm very happy. I've not had a package ever not get delivered, but just be wary that you're probably paying for a service that you're really not signing that package. I think it does probably depend on the area you live in. Some areas, maybe a little bit more rural, are probably actually signing the packages, but I happen to live in South Florida, and we have been the #1 COVID area for like 2 straight months. No one's making us sign a package. I haven't seen a USPS guy in months.
Okay. Fair enough.
So within the portal, the next thing I would like to show you is that we have a section called Your Friends. So what Your Friends allows you to do is, especially for breakers out there or for those that are having, they're submitting some cards with their friends, a lot of times you want to make it so that multiple people can see your order. So what you can do in here is you can add friends to your account. And then once you've created your friend, and so we'll just create one here. We'll say John P, and his phone number is 999-999-999. And we'll hit add friend. So once we have that account added, you can go back into your orders, and you can choose any order you want. I actually just created this order a few minutes ago, these are cards I'm sending off on my own to PSA, so these are my cards. I can share this with the account. So when I choose the account I want to share, now when John logs into his account, he will see those cards. It links via that cell phone number. So if John had his cell phone number entered in his account, and I have the cell phone number that I just entered, it will link those two, and he will see those orders under the shared orders section. So super helpful. It allows him to see those orders. In this case, I chose John P. Under the share with, it auto-populated everything below. It's because typically you're going to assume that the cards you're sharing are in sequential order with the person. But if I had other cards, like card 3 is going to my test account name, it will fill down on that. And then if, let's say, everything else from card 4 through 7 was for someone else or for myself, I can just uncheck and it will fill down from that. So now this gets split up between 3 different groupings. John P. will only see the first 2 cards under shared orders. Test account would see only that 3rd card, and then only I would see all 7.
Gotcha. That makes sense. I think it's a very cool feature. A lot of I don't think I've even seen that before, so that's pretty cool to share my grades with other people, like friends and stuff like that.
Yep.
I like that feature a lot.
So I see the question from Craig. I am located in Cooper City, which is basically right near Fort Lauderdale for those that live around here. So my address of packages, because of all the shipments I get, is a UPS mailbox that accepts in all my packages. They will absolutely take a drop-off, no problems. They're very well aware of that people are doing that literally on a daily basis. So absolutely, if you'd like to drop off the package. The only downside of dropping off a package, besides the fact you're wasting your time driving over there, is that because there's no tracking number on it, there's technically no insurance on it or anything like that. But again, they're not going to lose your package. They have cameras throughout the entire store. I have worked with them heavily on this, and not a problem. Drop off your packages. I probably get a handful of packages dropped off every single day, so they're very, very aware of it.
Awesome, that's great. So Jared, I don't know. I think after we finish here, we're going to set up this PSA page on our website with the link.
Okay.
So if people want to start getting into the program, they can just go to our website, click on the link. It'll take you straight to here to GenMint, and you guys can sign up, and you can start the program with Jared. And again, if a card from here, from Vintage Breaks North, or to be fair, South or West, if it gets broken on camera and you want to get graded because it is a good hit, we can send it out from here. But if you have cards at home, maybe a bulk order, you want to do it with Jared, then you can literally just reach out to him through the website and start the process yourself. This is all very exciting, Jared, because again, we haven't done PSA submission in a long time. So I know everybody's anxious and excited to start again. Now, have you heard, Jared, what the processing time is taking right now from the day that they receive their package? PSA?
Sure. So we'll start with my processing time. So when the package is received to me, my goal is same day. I'm a little behind right now, but I would say 95% of packages are going out same week right now to PSA. The ones that aren't are usually the one-off. I need a case cracked, or I'm sending something that I need, DNA on the grade but authenticated on the card, like those kind of things. The process at PSA right now, so everybody knows that PSA is a little backed up, especially in receiving. A 10-day service package, most of the time, PSA is receiving those and starting the processing within 2 to 5 business days. A 20-day package is taking anywhere from 2 to 6 weeks for them to receive. I saw 2 packages get received today. They were both shipped to PSA on August 29th, so they probably arrived the first week of September 2nd, September 3rd. So they marked those as received today, so that's about, 4 weeks, 5 weeks. Those were both 20-day packages, and that's pretty typical for where they're hitting right now on 20-day. On the 45 business day, they are taking anywhere from 2 weeks, if you get really lucky, to about 9 weeks. PSA's own website says that it's going to take 9 to 10 weeks. Actually, currently, we don't have any package that's older than 6.5 weeks. So we're doing a little better than, what they're listing, as we should, because they do try to prioritize large account orders. But they are actively trying to get caught up, and I am seeing a lot of headway right now made on that. So while it's not going to happen overnight, you can expect that little by little they're going to get more and more caught up.
That's great. Yeah. As we all know, the industry is booming right now, and PSA, I think I got the email. I'm pretty sure everybody else also got the email from the president of PSA, and yeah, they're doing some things to accommodate the massive amounts of cars they're getting. But you gotta be patient with PSA. But Jared, again, his website, his platform, it gives you up-to-date status and text messaging, and this is again, I wish I had this, but now everybody can have it. So I'm excited, Jared. This is awesome.
So 2 other things I want to show you really quick. Referral bonus network, for any of those that want to share our link, there is a special link that everybody will get. You can always share it with your friends. Don't spam it, please. And what happens is you will get, for every card that they submit in, you will get 25 cents given to you for every card that they submit in. So you'll be able to grow your account. So, for those that have a large, friend network, or maybe running a big Instagram page or Twitter page or whatever, feel free to share your link, and then you can grow the money in your account and use it for grading. The other thing is we do post a lot on our Facebook group. Our Facebook group is kind of the central hub for getting just general information and, hey, how are things going? And we do some live Q&As on occasion. You can just click on the subgroup link right there. It'll bring you right into our Facebook group. And you can sign up at any time and, just check out what other people say.
Awesome.
We do offer basically every service that PSA offers from a card grading perspective. We do not do a whole lot of photos and balls and stuff like that with PSA, but if anybody has one, absolutely, we can look at that and get you quotes over. The forms don't have ticket stubs right now, but we will be adding that, and we will be adding top grading as well. Those 2 services are just so far behind right now, PSA. We're not really trying to push them too much. But tickets and pack grading will be something that we will be adding in the near future.
Awesome. That's great, man. Somebody asked about baseballs, so like memorabilia. I see here you have in-person autograph submission service. What's that about, Jared?
Yeah. So that's coming soon. I am doing as one-offs right now. I don't have the portal fully built yet. So if it's an in-person card, you can do that in this portal that you see here. We've been doing that for quite a while. It's on the submission form. You can choose to get an in-person card PSA DNA'd at any time. What the in-person autograph submission service is going to be is for your balls, your bats, your helmets, your whatever.
Awesome.
So that service is actually not going to go through PSA. That is going to go through JSA. The reason is twofold, really. One, they're slightly cheaper, and two, their service is significantly quicker.
Sure.
And, at the end of the day, we do want to give everybody, as strong a service as possible. We will offer PSAs down the road once we feel like it's caught up a little bit. But the JSA service, my office happens to be 20 minutes from JSA. So, I most of the time the turnaround time on any in-person autograph like that is same week.
Wow.
So, like tomorrow I'm actually dropping off a Bo Jackson autographed photo, like one of his old Bo Nose photos, which he doesn't actually sign anymore. Wow. He hasn't signed them in many years. I'll be dropping that off tomorrow, and I'll be picking it up on Thursday.
That's cool.
That's very standard.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, you guys have something to look forward to. I highly suggest using Jared's platform. Again, the link, I put it on the chat. Dougie, if you want to put it one more time, it's gentmint.com/vintage breaks. And that will take you straight to that page, and you guys can just start. Jared, anything else you want to add?
One other quick thing. So when your orders are going through the system, so we'll look at this one, for instance. So I have this 104 card order. It's sitting in research right now. These are actually my cards. I opened up a lot of the TTO6 product. And so when the order is done, the grades will populate here. You don't need to wait until you get the cards. You don't need to, ask me, oh, hey, what are my grades? Everything's going to populate here for you. So if I was to go back into my orders and I was to look at my closed orders, so we can see some of the orders that have completed already, and we'll just pick this random one. I have no idea what's in it. So when you go into the order, you will see what the actual grade is. You'll also see what the current population of the card is. So the population counts are updating on a daily basis to let you know what is that current population.
That's hot. I like that.
And from an invoicing perspective, obviously we don't bill you anything until the cards are done at PSA. And whether you use our service or not, if anybody ever asks you for money up front, just walk away, because PSA doesn't charge until the cards are done. So there's no reason why you should ever have to pay until the cards are done. So when the cards are done, you'll get the text message. You'll visit the website. The website will say, hey, your cards are done. You'll be able to pay your invoice on the website as well. Payments through PayPal, Venmo, or credit card. All are accepted. Everything is real time. As soon as the payment's made, your grades will show up. And I get members every day that say, oh my God, I got the 10, and I haven't seen their grades yet. I mean, everybody sees their grades before I do, because I can't look at every order. It's really cool that the customer is always ahead of me.
Sure.
The last thing is, if you ever want to see what the recent sales were for the cards, you can always click the view on eBay link. And what that will do is that will bring you right into the card on eBay and show you the most recent sales for that card. So in this case, it was the 2020 Topps card number 1. It'll show you all the most recent sales for that card. So just a nice little feature if you ever, just want to see, should I sell it? Should I not sell it? Or, whatever the reasoning is, you can always go straight into the eBay link there.
Awesome. Now, Jared, I know for certain cards, if it makes a 10, for example, they do upcharge. Will people know about this upcharge before they send it out, or should they ask you first? How would that work?
They can absolutely ask in advance. PSA does upcharge if the order value goes over a certain dollar amount. The upcharges don't happen super frequently, but when they do, we would reach out to you. As soon as PSA lets us know, we would reach out to you and say, hey, just want to let you know there was an upcharge on this order. We'll let you know how much it is, and then that additionally would get added to the invoice. Most of the time we try to reach out on Facebook because it's quick, but if you don't if you aren't really using your Facebook, we'll also reach out through text and email and some other methods just to make sure that you're aware of the upcharge.
Yeah, and if you do get upcharged, don't be silly. Just pay it. You got a 10. Be happy.
Yeah, I mean, I think in the history of all the upcharges, I've only fought on 2 ever, and it was only because I didn't really feel like the pricing on that they were basing it off was accurate. Because obviously, sometimes there's shill bidding that goes on eBay, or sometimes, there's some strange things happening. But usually PSA is spot on. So if they're upcharging, it's because it was way off. I mean, if you send in a card that's supposed to be $100 and it's more like $200, the odds of them upcharging is really slim. They don't have time to nickel and dime. They're looking for the people that are sending in $400 cards. And because those really should be at the next level.
Right.
They're looking for people that are sending $5,000 cards in, So, but it's pretty infrequent. But if it does happen, I'll reach out to you. And honestly, because you just never know, and sometimes there could be a huge difference in price between that PSA 10 and that PSA 9. It does pay to err on the side of caution. Don't overpay. Go with the valuation at the 9. And then worst case, yes, I mean, PSA will upcharge you if you get the 10, but you'll be okay to pay that upcharge because you just hit the 10.
Exactly. All right. Well, there you go. Jared, you got anything else to add, or can people already start?
People can absolutely start. We process orders literally, every day, all day. We're sending orders to PSA. So there's no set date to hit. I think that's the key piece to know. There's a lot of people out there that will say, oh, yeah, I mail once a month. We do not mail once a month because we would never catch up. So, orders are processed literally every day with the goal to get back to same day. We do expect that we'll be back to same day processing sometime next week. And, send them in. We look forward to seeing it. If we have any questions, we'll absolutely reach out.
Awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Jared, owner of Gen Mint, and we are very happy to be partnering up, Jared. I'm definitely going to start sending you cards from here very soon. If you guys have questions like Yasir, who pulled a card from VB South and wants to get graded through Gen Mint, email vbshipping459@gmail.com. And we'll pull that card. Or you could email sam@vintagebreaks.com or Dougie Fresh. You could email him too.
But email us as soon as you can, because if we're all caught up on shipping, it can go out.
So just contact us really fast so we can get that card pulled before it's shipped out to you.
Right now,
but Jared, thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking the time to showing us the platform. Guys, I'm very excited about this. I love the platform itself. So great job, Jared. And I'm sure everyone here on the site is anxious to start sending things out. So thank you, Jared. I really appreciate it, man.
You're welcome. And if anybody has any questions, feel free to reach out to me on Facebook or through email. And I look forward to answering everybody's questions. I'll post my Facebook link here as well.
Awesome. I appreciate it. Jared, thank you so much. And you'll be hearing from me soon. Trust me.
Thank you so much.
All right, Jared. Have a good one, man. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, guys. That was our presentation for PSA grading through Gen Mint. Again, thank you to Jared for taking his time and presenting all the things there. It's back. PSA submitting is back, and I'm very excited to do it through Gen Mint. Anytime, Mike. Sorry, I want to answer you guys' questions, but I didn't want to interrupt Jared too much. He was on a roll right there, getting things hooked up.